Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with Me, and this is series 2 of our little antique Christmas train. This was the one we made yesterday, and this one is most likely going to go up on Thursday. The reason being is right now we're having some work done in our area on our internet, and I know last night that one didn't go up until almost 12 o'clock. And the reason it happened that way is because they were doing work, and I didn't know when I started trying to upload it at 12 yesterday that they was doing work on our lines. So this one may not be up until tomorrow because I don't like to upload them in the middle of the night. I want to upload them around noontime. So you'll see a different video today, which is Wednesday. And then tomorrow you'll see part 2 of the train series. And we're going to go ahead and put this together. Now, this is my template for part 2. This is going to be the carrier car, and it is 8 inches by 4 inches, and it's just a plain square, so you can cut that out. But I will have a template. I'm going to save it as a PDF, and then I'll also save it in the Cricut cut file. So there'll be 2 links for that below. Now let me explain something to you. I had lots of people that was a little bit upset about me not having the PDF ready and not doing this and not doing that. I am not real savvy when it comes to making PDF files, and I have no clue what an SVG file is other than I know it. I can use it and cut, but I don't know how to make one. I'm not real savvy on all of that stuff. I've just now started making Cricut files and sharing them with different people. So, you know, if I share something with you and it tries to charge you money, don't pay any money, because anything that I share with you, I'm going to try to send it to you free. If I've accidentally put a file in there that tries to charge you something, just delete that one little thing. It's probably that scallop on the one yesterday, and I did go ahead and remove that. So anybody who wants to do the file now, you can do it without it charging you any money, because I realized when I make them out of just the squares and circles and that kind of thing, it's okay. I have to make it out of something that's absolutely free to everybody. But anyway, all that being said, please don't get upset with me if I don't do the files exactly right, because I don't have a clue what I'm doing as far as those files are concerned. I can sit down and make anything with my hands, but when it comes to the computer and doing all that tech savvy stuff, I have no clue. And my son-in-law is out of town that is the tech savvy person, so I can't get him to help me. But anyway, this one is just a plain straight cut, so it shouldn't be any problem at all. Now, like I said, it's a 4 by 8, so I've cut 2 pieces, one for this side and one for the back side. And we're going to go ahead and put our outside paper on. This is what I cut for the outside paper, because this is going to carry our little presents and things. So this is out of the collection. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Celebrate Christmas. That's the collection that this came out of, and I think we still have maybe 1 or 2 of these left. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to put this on with our art glitter glue. I did go ahead and ink everything off camera because you guys know how to ink. I don't have to show you how to ink. And if you don't want to ink, that's fine too. Some people don't like the look of the ink. I like inking if I'm trying to go for a vintage look. But if I'm not going for a vintage look, then I don't like the ink. So it just depends on what I'm working on. But since this was going to be a little bit antique-y, then we're going to go ahead and ink everything on it. Now, I've got the other piece, same size, that will go on the back. And if you have a directional paper like I do, as always, just remember to make sure that when you put this together, that you've got it the right way. Let me make sure I pull that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there is the front and the back of this. Now we're going to make this to where it has a little bit of an expansion so that we can put some things down in here. So what this called for is some of our, this is the really thick cardstock, and I have cut this piece at 4 by 4, and then I've just scored it at every 1/2 inch because we made a little accordion. That's what we did. So I've got one for each end, same size, 4 by 4. And then I have one for the bottom, and this one is cut at 8 inches by 3 inches, and then I scored it at every 1/2 inch. I made the bottom one a little bit narrower because I didn't want the bottom to bulge out so much. So we're going to put these down. I'm going to use some score tape. And I think my hubby's about ready to come through the door, so if he comes bursting through the door, I'll just edit that part out. Okay, I have put double-sided tape on the end pieces on these, and I've cut the little end pieces just a little bit of an angle so that we won't have a lot of bulk there. And these are going to go down right there on the end and then on the bottom. So go ahead and take the backing off of one side of our score tape, and I have to hold it up like this so I can see. Just put it right up at the edge. Just like that, and then press it down. So there's one end. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I've not done one of these like this before, so this is trial and error. Hopefully it's going to work. The last one I didn't make it exactly like this. I just made it using a little envelope for the second part for this carrier. So we'll see how this works. Okay, we're going to open those up, and I'm going to put this down. Let me get around here where I can get a hold of it. Start it right there at the end. And if it's a little bit long, just go ahead and trim it off. Not a biggie. And trim mine back a little bit. Rather it be too long than too short, hadn't you? Okay. Go ahead and trim that a little bit more. There we go. Now what we're going to do is kind of accordion these. So we'll put one of those down, one of those down, we'll put that one down, we'll put that one down, like that. Okay, so that's what I did. That way we won't have any holes in the bottom, and this, hopefully this will hold together. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on each layer and squish it down. I may have to put something on here to hold it for a little bit. And then you've seen what I did on that top one. I just peeled that back and stuck that to it. And we've got that one there. So we'll do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to go ahead and trim off these just a little bit. It just makes it easier when you start putting them down. Just to trim those right there. So we'll do that again. Make sure I put it the same way. Put that one down. A little bit of glue. Bring that one over. Put some glue, bring that one down, put some glue, that one down, and then bring that one over, put glue on there, bring that one over, peel that back just a little bit, and then lay that one on top of it. There we go. So now we've got it sealed up on the bottom to where nothing can fall through there, plus it's a little bit more sturdy. It's not like it's just open on the bottom. And we're ready to put the other side on. Now let me make sure. Oh good. I started to say, oh my gosh, I put those upside down. But I didn't, thank goodness. It's right side up. I didn't look. That's just amazing that I got it the right way. Okay, I'm going to peel these back just a little and fold it. Peel it back a little and fold it. And then I'm going to run a little bit of art glitter glue on here. Then we are going to sit this down on there as best we can. Remember to put your art glitter glue or a glue stick or something on there to grab it first so that you can still move it just a little bit. Alright, and while holding that, I'm going to pull that out and press that down. And making sure that this bottom is straight. I'm going to do it like this. Then I'm going to hold that and pull that out. Press that down. And same thing over here. Pull that out, and press that down. So there we go. We've got our little car there. And it's going to hold some goodies. Now, I'm going to put some paper on the inside of these because I don't want that chipboard to show. So these pieces are cut at, this is cut at 7.5 by 3.5. So I cut 2 pieces like that and then just inked the top and the sides. And that's going to slide down right down in there, just like that. And you want to kind of cover that chipboard up. We're just going to ink this up. Now for those brown pieces that I used for the end, for our little accordion, you could use a decorative paper on that if you wanted to, but you need to just make sure you use something that's really strong. So that's why I used the brown paper. I don't mind that brown paper myself because I know it is strong, so I don't mind that. I'm going to ink the tops of these, so we're all good there. I don't mind that look, but if you do, if that bothers you, then you can go ahead and put a decorative paper on there, or you could even do a decorative paper on top of this. Just do 2 layers. All right, I'm going to see if I can ink this with our marker down in there. It just helps cover up some of that white that you don't want to show. Okay, and then we're going to put this side in. I like to do a dry fit first to make sure. Yes, okay. This is out of that same paper collection. I love this paper collection. And it has sold like crazy. I'm hoping that we might have one left if you want one, but I am not sure. I just hope they finish with our internet before time for all these to go up. If they don't, it's going to take a long time for them to go live. There we go. We've got that. We've got the inside covered. And then I inked a little bit on this too. Not a biggie. You don't have to do that, but I did. Now, I went ahead and cut some little scallops for the top, for this little top right here, to decorate that up a little bit more. This I just done with a punch, and this is a Stamp It Up punch. It's an oldie, and it's just a little scallop. So I went ahead and punched with that. And then I have cut some, so you can use any punch that you have, or don't do that at all if you don't want to. And then I've cut some little strips. These are cut at 1/2 inch by 4 inches. And all of these measurements I will try to leave on my blog, as well as they will be in the PDF. I'll try to put the measurements on every piece in there too, so that you can see that. And we're going to put these, I'm going to come in about there. Let's see if I got that straight. Yep. I came in from this side out is 2 inches. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark that, because if I don't, I will not put it in the right place. 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay. And as we did on the front, or on the engine, we will do both sides the same way. So there are those. Okay. And then I cut some little strips out of that paper that's in the center of this, and these little strips are cut at, they're cut at 3/8 by 4. I know you don't like the 8s, I don't either, but sometimes it's just necessary to cut to make something look right, you know? Sometimes we have to just do it. I need to get somebody to help me with PDFs. Anybody out there know anything about PDF files? I need to get somebody to help me with those. I would love to share every file that I make, everything that I make. I'd love to give you guys a PDF file. Just give them to you. And the Cricut cut file as well. A lot of times I don't have time to do the Cricut cut files. But if anybody be willing to volunteer to do those, that would be wonderful. But if you know anything about PDFs and you're willing to share with me, I would appreciate it. Because I am totally dumb when it comes to that kind of thing. Okay, so we have those on both sides. Isn't that cute? I love that. Now we're going to put this down. Now what I did is, on this one, is I took my little Sharpie and I went between those little scallops and made a little dot. So that is all we did on that. It just decorates it up a little bit more, gives it a little bit more embellishment. Stuck my finger right in that glue. And then just snip off what you don't need. And this we will save. We may use it somewhere else, so we will save that part. And then I'm just going to again run my tool over the top just to make sure that there's no white edges showing. Cute, cute. And you know I'll have to put some bling on there too. So this is all I did. Take your Sharpie marker or your little white pen or whatever, and just go through in between those little scallops and put a little dot. That is all there is to it. Just gives it a little bit more oomph. And we will set that aside and let it dry for just a second, because if I don't, I'll stick my finger in it. Now for the wheels, I cut my wheels, the base part of the wheel is cut at 1.5 inches, and this is on the files. Well, did you see me throw that one in the floor? That little wheel went rolling. Okay, so these are cut at 1.5 inches, and then this little scallop piece that I have in here, this said, I went up and put in free. This said that it is free, so hopefully to all of you it will be free. If not, just delete that little piece and cut you another circle of some kind or whatever, punch you out something and put on there. But that piece is cut at 1 1/4. And then this little piece in the middle is cut at 3/4. So these measurements will be on the files as well as on my blog. Then I cut chipboard with my Cricut maker, and I put 4 of these together because we want these wheels to look kind of thick, because this is going to be holding the goodies. So it's like they need to be thick, big, strong. Now to put these wheels down, we want to make sure that we get it even with the front part. So what we're going to do, I'm going to find something to lay this on. The bottom part of this and the bottom part of this needs to go together just like that. So hold that. I'm going to hold that like that, and then I'm going to mark my wheels. Again, I'm going to slide this down to the bottom here where my little white piece is, and then I'm just going to line my wheel up like that. And then I'm going to mark right at the top. Let me make sure I didn't slide it down any. Hopefully I'm not getting my head in the shot. I'm trying to get up over this so I can see. It'll be a lot easier for you because you can get up over yours. Okay, so there is my wheel there. And then all I need to do is just use my ruler to get the back one even. So there's my little mark right there. Put my ruler right at the end. Okay. So now it is just a matter of putting our wheels down, and I'm going to use this line to line up my wheels. Okay, so there are our wheels on that side, and then we'll flip it over. Now this is going to have lots of pop dots between it, or if you wanted to, you could just put some little pieces of chipboard in there. That's probably what I'm going to do. Just going to hold that down for a little bit. Okay, it looks like I may have to go back and reinforce my wheels with some hot glue, so I'll do that in a little bit. You guys know how to use hot glue. Just to reinforce them. They're wanting to wiggle a little bit on me, so I'm just going to put hot glue under there when my hot glue gun gets heated up. We're going to put this side on. See, the little wheel fell off. And that's fine, so it's probably better to use some hot glue on there. No problem, we will stick those on in a moment. Okay, we have our wheels glued down on there, and then I'm going to use, you know I have to put bling on this one. I didn't put any bling on the other one, but I've got to put some bling on this one. Let's see. I think we will use, trying to find one that works. Those are a little bit too bright. I think we'll use this. This is from the Merry and Bright collection. Just the little pop dots, or little enamel dots. I call them pop dots. I call everything a pop dot, but these are enamel, and I just picked up the wrong one. So let me get my pokey tool. I think this one will go better, maybe. Yeah, that one goes better. We're going to put one of those in the center. Or you think the green would go better? No, I think that. Put one of those in the center. Cute. And then flip it over, and I'm going to have to open up the other one. And then I have some of these little Christmas trees that were left from Made It Con, and I'm going to put these right here. But I think I'm going to put them up on a little pop dot, just so that they'll stand out a little bit. But this one, since this was going to be carrying the good stuff, I want to put Santa on the outside of this, and this is from the sticker sheet from that same collection. So we're going to put Santa on the outside, waving at everybody as he goes down the road. And then we'll flip it over, and on this side, I think we'll just put, no, let's don't do that. On this side, I think we'll put the snowman. There we go. And then, of course, I'm going to put a little tiny piece of bling at the top of that. Now, if I had all of my goodies here, which I don't, because and as you can see, this one stands up on its own. I had been out looking for candy canes because I wanted to put some candy canes and candy bars and different things in here. But I've been out looking for candy canes, and so far I haven't found any. But let me see if I have anything else that I can put in there. So you know I always have Hershey's, right? That's my weakness. So we're going to put a couple of Hershey's in there. I have some little Tootsie Roll Pops. I'll put some of those in there. I'm going to put one of my Hershey's leaning this way so it doesn't put so much on that. Look at that. We fill that up with that. It's probably a little bit heavy because those Hershey's weigh a ton, but it will hold plenty. And when all these get hooked together, they will stand up by themselves much better. It's just that right now it doesn't have anything to kind of hold it. But when we get all of them hooked together, then they will. And we will be hooking those together at the end when we finish up with all of our cars. Now, if you didn't want to make this expandable, you can leave it flat. You don't have to put this in here, just leave it flat. You could still put some little cards and things down in there. Let's see. You could stick some things down in there for some friends, some buddies, some crafting things. You could put, this is watercolor cards. You could put some of those down in there. There's just tons of things that you could put in here besides candy. Of course, you could put Kleenexes and things down in there if you wanted to give it to an elderly person. Maybe some Kleenexes and some lip balms and whatever, some things like that, hand lotion. But like I said, if you don't want to make it expandable like this, you can leave yours flat. So that's just up to you. I wanted to make mine a little bit expandable so that I could put some things down in there, some goodies and things down in there. Okay, guys, that is part 2 of our antique Christmas train. I'm calling it an antique Christmas train because it does look like an old train, to me anyway. So I will try to get this loaded up today. If not, then it will be on Thursday. If you see this pop up on Thursday, then you will know I had a little bit of trouble with my internet. So we will talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to look for the PDF file and the Cricut file below. And hopefully I did all of them right. I tried my best. I'm sorry if I didn't. And again, if there's anybody out there that can give me some help with PDFs, creating those and doing different things like that, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate your help. So here we go. We're getting started. Yay! Look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, I can't wait. You know, you could even put a little mini album down in there. Make a little mini album and stick it down in there. Oh, that'd be cute. That gives me an idea. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and when that little bell pops up, click that bell so that you'll be notified every time that we put up a new video. Bye-bye.